How are we today, boys?
Doing good. Hope you are too.
Good enough to squeeze a race in.
Hope you all have had a good Sunday. Jesus loves you. And have a great race.
I so forgot that does that. You've never heard that? Oh, that's what's his name from The Simpsons. Chief Wiggum's kid. So he ends up it was with the bus driver. Something was up and he was drunk or something or high. And he was the only one left on the bus. And he chuckles. I'm in danger. Is it League Race or is this just a... Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if you were ever going to qualify because I was watching. I'm like, man, he's just kind of sitting. Okay. These cars scare me. Oh, you're just doing ARCA? Oh, okay. I thought this was Gen 4. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so this is just 500 horsepower. These cars don't scare me. I run these races just in case at the very end of the season. Just in case I'm Molo 2. 3 or 4 will get me back over 2 so I never get demoted. Matter of fact, one time I ran Vegas. Started last, finished third, ended up getting almost a full safety point. I'm at 15-12 right now. Exactly, that 15 to 18. I've gotten outside of the 1800 twice. I got up in 2000 one time, like back in 2021. But then I forgot the reason why I had to stop racing for a while. And whenever I came back, I decided to come back on a Darlington weekend. Oh, man. Speaking of Gen 4s, they got Gen 4 at Daytona right now. Oh, 7:30. You'll be done with yours before then. Start. I'm not great on dirt. Like, well, except for now with this wheel, now that I can actually just click a button and hot swap the settings on the pit house. I might try running dirt again.
Sorry about that.
Is that the old Daytona Speedway? Oh, that's 2008 Daytona. Oh, that's bumpy. It's bumpy. It'll shine up your fingers. I think Daytona was the last Gen 4 race I ran. I was debating on running this winter iRacing series, but I don't own the car. I've never run an 87. I don't know if I'd be good at it. Yeah. I mean, I run NIS for most tracks, like your mile and a halves, your Nashville's, Gateway and stuff. The only ones I don't touch are short tracks and road courses, because for whatever reason with me in the cup car on road courses, I am pure trash. I'm so used to, like, cause my road cars of choice that I race are, I run the Toyota GR Cup. I run the GT4s, but only when they're at the Nürburgring. My first and only road race win is in an LMP3 car. I think I have one win in on the road courses. A bunch of seconds, I know that, but like every time I've had a chance to win, I would mess up. Let's see how many road courses. Yeah, I got the one, and that was in an LMP3 whenever they first come out earlier this year. My favorite track for the road course is Le Mans. So anytime Le Mans is up, even if I don't own a car for it, I'd purchase it. Hey, I mean, first time I ran it, it was in the Ferraris before they switched to the 296 GT3s, so the 488 Evo 3s. And first lap I turned, I was almost 8 to 10 seconds behind. Because I just wasn't used to... There's one section of the track whenever you're coming back into the circuit where you can lean on the car 110% and it's going to stick. Did he let you by, or it looked like he got tight and was about to slam the wall? Either way, you're clear. Yeah. And he's in the wall.
I don't know why you come down into this thing.
But yeah. Road America's my second best track. But that LMP3 actually, surprisingly, that win. Oh, you're good. But the LMP3, surprisingly, it took me a while to get used to the fact since it's a right side drive. But once I got used to that aspect, man, I was up to speed. This season hasn't had a lot of tracks that I own. You know. No, for the LMP3 series. Yeah, the Le Mans prototype cars that no one runs anymore. Like that's gotta suck. You finally get into iRacing. By the way, IMS is no longer running the LMP3 series, and the WEC has already gotten rid of the LMP3 series. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But my big thing is next year, next season, I will officially be able to run the Fanatec GT3 Challenge and the LMP2. With that Dallara P217, that has been my favorite car in this service, period. I'm going to tell you this one. Do you have a D-Class license? Yeah. Run the Ferraris. Yep, and here we go. Run the Ferraris. They have a pretty good schedule. They're very easy to pick up and they're very user-friendly. It gets you used to a GT3. Then, that's a D-Class, yeah.
Let me know when you want to go around on the stick.
After you spend about a season and a half running the Ferraris, if you want to step up your game a little bit, because the Porsches aren't too different. But the Porsches will give you, those are in Class C. The Porsches, the 992s are a little bit less. Their wheelbase is a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit different feel on the car. Plus, now you're into a C-Class race. They also have fixed and they have open, which is also a big difference. Like right now, I could race. This is weird how they have it. So they have the Nürburgring, which is the Rickmo, the Ringmeister, if you can get to a C-Class. That's another one to run too. is the Norse Cliff, the combined, or not the combined, but just the Norse Cliff. Because 90% of the time you get out there by yourself and you're just running comfortable lap times for you, and that's how you learn a bunch of new cars, because it's the same track every week, just different types of cars. That is a good looking old school Ryan Newman paint. Ish. Yeah, I just saw you pass Newman now. Green 17. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, you up 6?
My bad. I didn't realize how fast you were coming up on me.
Do you use Race Labs yet? Okay. Oh, it's just I see the... Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, the ticker across the top, and then... Your HUD's just less busy than mine, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at your iRacing. I'm looking at the YouTube from the Discord. Oh, okay. I'm actually watching from your YouTube. Well, if you risk the 4X, there's a chance that you miss out. If you get a 4X, then you miss out on the safety rating. That's the issue. Let's see what the system has.
Are you fucking stupid?
Super late model at 8 o'clock.
Thank you for ruining a good fucking race.
Hey, too, he did the same thing to me.
Stupid motherfucker. You don't even deserve to be in these goddamn lobbies.
I'm a protest route. 60.
Oh, did you hear that?
I mean, how close were me? First and second, how close were we together? We're talking how many laps? Never even touched each other.
Got a comm ban?
Yeah, it's 16 just scored me for no reason and then wrecked you.
So, Smokey, Chris Puglisi or whatever, he got a comm ban. He told someone to go fuck themselves, and they, he cussed the dude out for holding his brakes, for not holding his brakes. And I tell him, like, you don't know how many times he's about to key up the mic during our races to cuss someone out, and I tell him, just take the hotkey off your wheel. Because you're going to say something to the wrong person, and you're going to get yourself kicked out the league. Or suspended. Oh, yeah. Like, he can race with us. I just don't think he's going to have comms in the race. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if in hosted races it matters. Yeah. Not a bad race. Not a bad race. One more lap. For now. For now. Watch you go down into 3, screw up, and hit the wall. It's never too late to screw up.
Good driving there at the end, Gavin. I couldn't get around you.
Let's
don't know how I have a
go.
C-class license in dirt racing. I suck.
Yes.
Yeah, trying to do it on a 920 wheel without being able to really get the settings right is not fun. But good race.
Yeah, it was fun racing, Gavin.
What's your I rating on dirt? Oh, okay. I mean, I can look for you. Okay. I mean, I can look at your profile real quick. You can see. So, you got a Class A, Class D road, Class D dirt. I would not be able to race with you in Class D road. You have a 941. You don't even want to know what mine is. Oof. I've had some bad races. I'm back down to a 435. I was up to 7. And then you're a 1159 on the dirt. I'm a 1230, and I'm a 921 on dirt. We might be able, if we wanted to race together, we might be able to run a dirt race. It'd be a dirt oval. I don't even touch dirt road. Like, oh, see, for me, I got it up to the D class just so I didn't have to run either of those ever again. That way I can do the Pro 4 trucks, because those Pro 2 lights are terrible, especially on those tracks. Give me a nice wide open track like Wild Horse or something, where I can big wide open turns, port and roll. You know, having to figure out the brakes and stuff. Yeah. I'm still 13 to 14 seconds slower a lap. I know where I stand on most. Oh, you don't use dark mode? Oh. No, dark mode is the only way to go on everything. You must not like your eyes. Yeah, like for me, the first thing I do on everything is switch it to dark mode if possible. Yeah, yeah. On my yeah, I've got a I you know, I'm thinking about getting back into streaming. Well, not thinking, like I'm going to start my channel back up once I get my new CPU, because for some reason OBS, with OBS running, iRacing running, and if I run a music program in the back, my CPU just gets eaten up. And now that I'm able to do my multi-stream again, I'm trying to get my TikTok up to 1,000. That way I can do stream to TikTok, stream to YouTube, and stream to Twitch. To be like, you better use freedom measurements. All right. Yeah, that's the one at Daytona. Ugh. Yeah, you have fun with that. See, that's why I don't use. That's why I don't run the Legends cars anymore. See, I did the street stocks and I jumped up to the SK modifieds. Those were fun for the first couple of years. I just don't own Hickory. Oh yeah, were you looking to? I'm trying. So I at this point I won't be able to race a physical car again. But I'm trying to help my I guess he's turned into basically my adopted son. Try to help him get into racing. Like right now, his first step was get into UNOH. He got into the advanced performance program, which is the hardest one to get into. I don't know if you know anything about UNOH. I mean, hey, I would run the dirt street stock with you at USA if you wanted to run it. Okay. 9 minutes. There's 33 registered. What's your dirt again? Slightly higher than mine. Mine's a 921. 1150. We might end up in the same split. Yeah. But yeah, so he got into that. So I'm trying to actually, I've been looking around this area now that, what you call it? He's 18. Well, the problem is there's no area for him to run Legends where he lives. So he's actually, by going to UNOH, they own Lima Land Motorsport Park up in Lima. But they have a bunch of clubs where there's actually one, as long as he has a high enough GPA, where he would be working, he could drive the cars, stuff like that. But they've got all types of programs up there. But what I'm trying to do is either get him a street stock. He wants to run pavement. Yeah. But I've either been looking at trying to get him a street stock or or an older late model. Dirt racing requires advanced graphics. Do detailed wish. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's go to. I gotta pull up Pit House. And some things. All right, where is Moza Pit House? Oh, needs an update. Is that you out on the track? No. Okay. There you go. Forget you steer these cars with throttle. Is it weird that I'm downshifting on a dirt track? I get through the corners quite fast with it though. I just have mine on auto. only a half second off. Oh, yeah, well. Oh! Yeah, well, I got a little too fancy. And I just got too much on the brake. All right. Okay, how's it finish updating? Yeah, it's like I just want to run this thing the way I always run because this was my first ever race win came at this track. Oh yeah, running the street stocks. Such a good track. I should test or see if I have any updates for the rim or for anything. Okay. So, not Formula One, not drifting, not rally, not truck. Do I not have...
Inside. Say hi. There's a car on the low side.
I don't have an off. There's no dirt presets. Oh, that
one outside.
sucks.
Still there? Hold your line. Have a slow car on the bottom. All clear, all clear. Go high.
The suspension will be really
Got one
bad
outside.
if I do
All
that.
clear, all clear.
Not GT. It's not even sure. Dang. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have started that. Yeah, I just see you parked here just doing nothing. I see that. Minutes. I'm literally just listening to my engine about to pop in pit road.
Car and
All because something that I have noticed.
0.59.
It's fixing an issue I have noticed about my wheel. I've got to check for for firmware updates more often. All right, you're almost done rebooting the base. Okay. So I think we're good there. Now. Is it wrong of me to want to go ahead and upgrade my base? Like, I haven't had this one but 4 months, but I'm all ready to go up to the next size. I mean, I like Moza myself, so I'm gonna stick with Moza. But I've already decided they have a new wheel that just come out. So I'm getting that, or a new rim, I should say. And sometimes it's just too expensive. I like Moza because the price point's good for the quality, and I like their software. Oh, okay, the store. Yeah. Problem with sim labs is I don't think they have the wheel.
27.745.
Because they don't always put the brand new stuff out onto. That's Yep, well. Let's see if we end up in the same race together.
26.224. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah. I'm debating on if I'm going to get the Xbox rim because from what I'm understanding, you can put that rim on any of the bases, and nope, I was too low. You are not in my session. Oh well. Well, at least that way we know we can't run over each other or me get in your way. Okay. You turned my. Oh, it turned my damper off. That's why there was so much shake. I'm 10th out of 10. So I'm literally the lowest ranked person in every split. No, I suck. I like the 305 sprints. Those are up my alley. That's the power ratio I like, the weight. But I've only ever run those at like 3 tracks. Yeah. Like the Bristol dirt was fun in the 305 sprints. Volusia's fun in the 305s. Get a black flag. Yeah, I made the mistake of turning my wheel dampener down just a little bit. And so now I'm getting
11, just hit the fastest
no
lap.
feedback in the wheel.
26.998.
I'm getting too much feedback in the
Slow
wheel.
car ahead. Car 1, just hit the fastest lap. 26.98.
Somehow, though, the fastest lap is only 26.73, and I know I can do that because I did that in practice. Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Feedback is at 11. Let me turn my feedback up a bit. Turn it up to 13. Dampening's only at 10%. Turn the dampening up to 15. Intensity will turn you down to 65. Or too high. Like if it's feeling floaty, your dampening might be too high. And that's why you're not feeling anything. The dampening is whenever it takes away the feeling of like your little motions and stuff. That's right. You have the LG G Hub, right? See, I was doing those settings for me from the iRacing settings. Too much brake and not around, but see, I just have to stab the brake just a little bit just to set the corner. And if I hit it too much, there we go. Too much wheel, but we'll get a good drive off. Oh. I goosed it too much coming off. Oh, come on. That was good. There we go. Stay out of the wall. Get off the cushion. All the time. Oh. That might be pole lap. I'll take it. I will take it. Wasn't quite pole lap. Oh. Ooh, I dragged my ass across 3 and 4 though. Like it's literally like right there on the wall. A few inches up and I'm off the cushion. Damn, I missed the pole by 2/100ths of a second. Oh. Damn. Someone by the name of Amber Klinger. So that's a kid racing under his mom's name. I have found most female names in here because the kid wasn't old enough to register their own name.
All right, man.
Oh,
Line
ended
up
up
on
third.
the inside
No.
row. Pit road is closed.
We're putting
Some
plenty of
dude
fuel
ended
to
up running
finish the race.
0.3 of a second
the estimated
faster.
SOF is
1,176.
it's competitive
Yeah,
out
on the
there.
inside.
Head down, stay sharp.
Well, there goes my chance of winning. I'm just glad I'm not starting 10th out of 10. Oh no, there's 11 in this one. I don't have a lot of faith in this. Especially since the number 1 car ran a 27.97. Everyone in this group qualified. There's a lot of 27s. Then there's us in the 26s. Hey, you motherfuckers are already rolling? Wow. Well. To the top, that's all I have to say. To the moon. I wish they would make the late model series a Class C series. No. I'm talking about dirt, or not dirt late models. I'm talking regular late models. What the fuck just fell off my desk? The Cars Tour late models. Yeah. I hate the fact that the super late models is the C class, and because I love that ever since they switched it to the Cars Tour rules and everything, and the Cars Tour model, oh, it's so much nicer than the old late models. But it's D class, so if you go and you get into an accident or something, you lose an automatic half a point of safety rating. Yeah, because it's yeah. So the higher you're up, the more you lose whenever you get into issues. So if you're a Class A safety, and you go down to Class D and get in an accident, you're going to lose more safety rating than if it was a C or a D class in there. You also gain less as well.
Cars in.
But the reason why people run the D class is because the safety rating is affected by the amount of green flag laps without incident as well. So say you run 30 laps at Daytona in Class A.
All clear, all
no
clear.
cautions, no nothing.
Inside. You're up top 3 wide. You're all clear, clear all around. Go high.
What'd you start in, second or third? That's what I thought. Max, dump the pole sitter. Alright, here we go.
33.711.
Jump already up to second.
Outside.
Oh, no.
You're clear high. Clear high.
All right, you want to jump? You want to try to jump below me like that? That's
Go
fine.
high.
I dropped to fourth because I didn't want to wreck the guy who just did a dirty slide job on me. And back up to third. Should have been second, but the guy who was wrecking on the inside,
stay low.
Come back up the track a little bit
All
on
clear,
me.
all clear. Outside. Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear. 27.9.
This should actually look like I know what I'm doing right now.
The
What is
car
this?
in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 26.629 outside. All clear, all
So
clear.
hit a divot there because the car just said, nah, we're going straight to the wall. Helps get off the corner again.
One just hit the fastest lap. 26.285, 28.108.
Problem I'm running into, I'm trying to run the leader's line. I'm just getting in too low. I get in low and then it causes me to have to wait
29
to really throw it into the corner. Oh, I'm around. Oh, that's what happened. The vibrations were so bad. I'm like, I was wondering what fell off my desk at the beginning of the race. One of my clamps come off. And it just, I'm sitting there turning, and all of a sudden my wheel just comes around with me. Fuck. Well.
Got one outside.
Nope.
You're clear high.
Oh,
Clear
you
high.
did. I didn't.
We've got damage on the back end.
I parked it in the middle of the field and got hit by 5 cars, and they're not happy about it. Well, our race is over. I'm gonna go ahead and call that one because there's only 8 laps to go by the time it's done being
34.
towed in.
834. Outside. You're clear high. Clear high. Outside. You're clear high. Clear high. The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 26.2.
See, that's one reason why I'm upgrading my pedal set too. Because with Moza they have the SRP pedals that they call them. Oh, I used them one time,
6, 7,
and
5.
I've never been the same.
You got one inside.
Sure.
All clear, all clear.
Oh, you had real old. Okay.
27.738.
Oh, that's sim lab. That's cockpits. That's not racing. This isn't the one that you want me to look at. What is it?
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is
4.1 seconds.
Those are cheap. But you have to buy the chassis for them.
26.861.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Base plate 7. What's that? Okay.
27.191.
The leader just did a
28.391. Low car down low.
Sailing.
Dude, relax.
27.136.
Charging $500.
You're gonna get the win no matter what. Fucking relax.
I can hear it.
I'm gonna take my iRacing and your iRacing for that.
27.11.
That's right, this one had to do a clutch. It's your brand new still, so we're not going to be...
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go high.
469. The R3 bundle is not available this year.
27.207.
Down to next year. I think we'll call it a night, man.
27.181.
Yeah, well, it's only
Going well.
8,
Big
but
better.
I got a short week at work and don't want to overdo it. Well, it's a short week. It's Sundays are usually my early night. Maybe watch a little football, watch a little
26.888.
TikTok or something. Go to bed. Because Mondays is the hardest day for me to wake up to go to work. And knowing I have enough leave and not go to work tomorrow, I wouldn't, you know. And given we're already gonna have Thursday off, I don't want to go 3 weeks in a row only working 3 days, you know.
27.057.
The week before was Veterans Day week. Or the week before
All right, man,
Veterans
2 to
Day.
go.
So
Way to
I only
plan
worked
your
3
way
days
into
out
win.
because I took Monday
The
off.
leader just did a
And then last week
26.709.
I
We have
had
a car
Monday and
stop down
Tuesday
low.
off. This week we
Go
have
high.
Thursday off. I want to take.
That car is a lap down. 27.141.
I was like, I want to have. I kind of want to have my birthday off, which is not tomorrow, but the Monday after. So it's like, eh. But then I'm like, if I take my birthday off, then it's like I won't see anyone on my birthday, you know. So it's like, what
All right, man. White flag at the
am I
line.
gonna do? No, you have one more lap left.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not at fight.
Way to be a car loser, number 8.
Hey, here's a question for you. Would you be interested in running the 24 hours of
Got one
Daytona?
stopped up high.
The
Got a car
iRacing
stopped
24
up
hour.
high.
That is
There's the
usually
checker.
the week before Daytona.
There you go, man. Good
So,
job, driver.
like January 20th and 21st. Because that's just, I really want to do it. Yeah, it'll start on Saturday. Usually starts around 10 a.m. Eastern time and runs until about 10 a.m. Maybe a little bit later in the day, but okay. Well, see, that's the good thing about it is we could schedule you to run a couple of stints. Are you off on Sundays? Well, I mean, as long as we have other people to cover the time, you would be able to run a couple of stints because we actually trade off on the racing. You know what I mean? So, like for instance, if we could have a group of 4, I could
I'm
do
protesting you, number
3-hour
8, for
stint.
intentional wrecking.
Somebody else does, and then whenever you get home from work, you can do a stint, you know, if you want to participate. And then if we have a couple of night owls, they can do the overnight stuff. Because I really kind of want. 2 years ago, I was recruited by a third tier BMW backed factory team. And I put in probably 150 hours of practice. And we were running the GT3 BMW. And we get to race day about an hour, what was it, hour 17 minutes into the race. We were getting overtaken by some LMP2 cars. And the GT3 car in front of us, he did not see the LMP2 behind us. And he pulls out to go into the bus stop. The LMP2 has to slam on the brakes. And basically, the way that he darts across, we're almost clear. I'm not driving. One of the other drivers is driving. We're almost clear of the spot, and he just lawn darts us, cuts across the grass in a full spin, but he ends up, his front end just goes straight, sends us flying, basically. Just too much damage on the car for us to go on. We retired an hour and 23 minutes into a 24-hour race, and I've never gotten a chance to run it again. Which was sad because I had actually improved. Whenever I first started, I was about 5.5, 6 seconds off the pace of the next slowest driver. By the time we had gotten to the race, I was our second fastest driver. At least in qualifying times. Consistency, I was probably our third. But I've never had a chance to do it again. That's why I wanted to do the Petit Le Mans earlier this year. But we couldn't get enough people together in time. Or decide on a car. What's that? Let me see. You getting ready to run? Wait a minute. I don't see it. Yeah, the 296. Yeah, that's the one. That's the easiest one to learn. It's got really good anti-lock brakes. For the most part, you can attack the corners with it. It's not one where you want to lay back like the Porsche. The 992, you have to be a little bit more generous on the brakes versus that Ferrari. You can be a half straightaway late. Just as long as you get your downshifts right with it. And hell, you can even skip a gear and not even let it rev back where it needs to, and you're not going to get too much issue from it. But that is my go-to car. It's the car I have the most laps in.
All right. What's up? Told you as soon as the Bills game was over, I'd be back.
The sky. The sky.
Oh, nice. Right.
How'd you do in that dirt race? I mean, you did better than me. Yeah. My I rating dropped by about 100. My safety rating. Really? Okay, never mind. I only lost 63 points. Look at that. The person who qualified on the pole or qualified second, whenever they spun, they got even worse than me. They quit. And then the guy who started on the pole didn't finish either.
Yes, buddy.
I probably should have just let him tow me in and see how many laps I could have finished. I could have gotten to top 5 or top
Yeah,
6.
pal. Hey, bud. What are you doing?
And the guy who started 11th ended up 4th.
Wait, I lied. Your blanket's dry. I have pillowcases.
Do you not have Daytona? Okay. Well, you might have to buy the track, then you would have it. Because I'm sure Chris and Andrew Allen would be willing to do it too. So that would give us 4. So yeah.
What? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm a person. I would do a couple late night sessions too.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Well, Sunday, the race is over midway through Sunday anyway, so. Well.
Hey, bud.
Oh, it's just about having fun. Usually the way that we were going to be doing it was whoever's getting into the car is there for like 45 minutes or so to be crew chief / spotter. And then whenever the next person is getting ready to get into the car, they turn into the crew chief / spotter half hour before. Then you do a hot swap.
Meet the 2 pitchers.
Oh, I can do that. I was just gonna do
Don't matter, whatever.
What's that?
Yeah, there's stuff in his eyelashes. Still.
See, I used to be a fan of Audis, but then I learned the truth.
Gotcha.
They're just overpriced Volkswagens. Yeah, I know. Yeah, even though I always thought Audi was better than Porsche.
Here, why don't you bring his chair? Why don't you bring his little chair in here real quick? I'll put him in that.
You want the pictures?
Then fine, just do the jar. Sorry.
Because the what?
Forgot.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Hey, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's not bad.
What time do I want to start this practice session for?
Steve. One thing I've been looking at over the last few years. Excuse me. I'm a little too tall for your standard Porsche. But I've been looking at the 718s because they've got a little bit bigger, a little bit more legroom, a little bit larger interior. Because they're getting ready to open a track over here near me. What is it called? Race track, Tennessee. Because that's how you figure out Flat Rock. There we go. Yeah, it was announced 2 years ago. So basically, they're trying to make it an FIA rated, B rated track. So it won't be able to do Formula One, but it would be able to host WEC events and different things like that, as well as FIM. It'll be a Class A rated track, so you'll have the motorcycles and stuff able to come over. But basically, what this track is supposed to be is like its own little city Um, it's gonna have a resort and spa. It's gonna have condos with garages legitimately. You stay in the condo, you park your car on the, in the garage, and then you just pull out of the garage right on the track. But yeah, it's gonna have 34 turns. It's gonna have the full track is gonna be 6 miles long. But the actual GP configuration is gonna be 2.6. Um, they built a nice little amphitheater type deal that it'll race there. Like this whole thing, we went out there about 6 months ago just to see
What's wrong,
exactly
bud?
what it was looking like. It's yeah, it supposedly, from what I understand, is the actual International Karting Association or whatever it's called. They're going to be ready to race in, like, I think I want to say they're wanting to be there in September of next year because the actual karting track is almost done. And it's an actual European style karting track, which is cool. So you're going to get a lot more open wheel stuff going on. Yeah. There's all your club villas and stuff. Private lodges. Yep. I can't wait for it to open. I miss having a lot of motorsports nearby. Back in Florida, we had everything within 3 hours. And for
I'm getting ready to launch the session here too, guys.
I'm probably gonna hop off. I felt like I felt like I run pretty good earlier today.
Well, we found out that with there'll be a gearing change, so it might handle differently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say the thing was damn near redlining in 5th gear.
It wasn't that bad in pure daylight. Once the sun started, because I was doing some like testing earlier in the day, and I had it set to when the practice session is going to be, and it was fine. But as soon
Yep.
as the sun went down,
I
it
found
it got
at
different.
I found once I got behind somebody, like I was 8 laps into a run, right? And I got behind, I forgot who it was, but I got behind him for like 3 or 4 laps, and I was so afraid my engine was gonna just blow,
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm running faster times now than I was on fresh tires. The draft effect here is not that big. And why am I pegged at like 8,500, 9,000 RPMs right now in 5th gear?
Right.
Like I had to check myself to make sure, am I in 5th gear? All right.
Yeah. So this
Charlotte. Not quite up.
I actually made it a open lobby setup.
Okay.
So then what I'll do is this way I can try a couple different things, and
Okay.
I'll just load the setup, make the gearing adjustment, and then just share it.
Okay. Okay. They don't make it easy to refresh these. There it is. Impact 09. So
What's
how's
wrong,
your
pal?
Sunday been?
Not bad. What's wrong, buddy? Hold on, I'll turn it back on. There you go. Trying to entertain the 5-month-old.
Oh, better you than me. I have a hard enough time keeping my dog entertained.
IMPACT09. Did I not type it in correctly the first time? Apparently not.
All right, dog, I'll put the football game on for you. Even though I know you don't like either team.
I just got done watching the game.
Well, I got to see if my man Josh Dobbs can continue on what he's doing. Because
he's been insane.
I don't remember him being this damn good when he was here at Tennessee. Like,
he hasn't been this good anywhere. That's the crazy part.
The thing is he was probably one of the most pro-ready quarterbacks in a long time.
Probably.
And he just never got the chance because of Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
And then they tried to make the man a journeyman. Like, the only reason why he was still playing football was because he had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely a fan favorite in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Dude. All right.
All right, let's do this here. Garage.
Okay, so there's no shared setup yet.
I'm going to do it right now. Hold on. Give me a second here.
I mean, no problem. I'm just being impatient. Figure I'll run a fuel run and then go from there.
I'm going to drop it down 2 clicks and see what it does.
Man, you're speaking Greek to me, but I'm good with that.
Here, let me do this. Right. Load. No, I don't want to save. Impact Charlotte. So you have the setup still, right, or no?
No. Okay, yeah. No. I have the setup. Charlotte Impact, yeah.
Yeah, so if you just go into like your edit the setup,
you
just go to click on chassis. I dropped it to a 4.07.
4.07 on the rear end?
On the final drive, yeah.
So 4.017? Or 4.724?
Sorry, 4.057 is what it's listing as.
4.057, okay.
Yeah,
you didn't change any...
I didn't change anything else, just that for right now. So I don't think you can change any of the other gears.
No, you can't, but you can change the differential preload.
Yeah, I don't know how that fucking works.
Yeah, more preload equals more locking, which adds understeer. Okay, that's for steering. Yeah, understeer off throttle, under deceleration adds oversteer under. Okay. Diameter, that's your roll bar. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know it sucks that you can't change your gearing, but whatever. All right. Okay, well, gives it a little bit more torque off the...
Oh, definitely more torque.
Oh, God. Okay. Nope. I don't like that. I don't know why I just spun out like that. Okay. Can we drop it down just a notch? I might have to take it easy going through the... Oh, that's what's throwing me off.
Paul, we're in Discord whenever you jump in here, bud. Now I'm redlining by myself. What the fuck?
Is it because we went down instead of up?
Well, you would think you gave yourself a taller number, which means it would be longer.
Yeah, because
theoretically.
I just did 9,000 into the corner.
Yeah, I'm redlining before I even get to the fucking before I even get to turn 3.
All right, let me
I'm gonna try to fuck with it here in a second.
do a 4-wheel slide to a stop because I had wheel damage. Um,
Paul, if you get a second here, jump in Discord. I can go over with you some of the changes we made. Might help you out here. So let's see here. Final driver. 2 mix. I'm gonna try a 9. I'm gonna try a 924 and see what it does.
Hey y'all.
yo,
What's going on?
Not much.
outside of the car just being really tight, middle of the corner now. I feel like what I did to it might be.
I went the other way.
So did I.
I went down. I went 2 clicks the opposite direction.
Yeah, 3.97.
Yeah.
That's where I went with it too. A red line just as I get to the corner, but it's only 8,800 instead of 9,000 in the middle of the
Right.
backstretch. All right, hit 9,000 going into the corner there, but it
Yo,
wasn't like it was hitting
Yo.
the
What's
chip.
up?
Yeah. It's definitely feels like it's tighter. Oh, hold on, buddy.
It
I'll turn
is
it back
definitely
on.
tighter all the way through the corner.
Yeah.
it's still rev limiting
So
down the back.
because what you got to do is, so I made this an open setup, so we can get in there, and I'm just trying different rear end gears to see what works.
Okay.
397 seems a little racier. Um, it doesn't quite redline until you get into 3.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure it doesn't red line in traffic.
That is true.
Turn off
Because
my
like,
blind spots.
It requires you to get off the throttle longer though.
yeah. Hold on, buddy.
Now,
Hold on.
which ratio, which way is higher or lower?
So I had to lower. So I wanted a lower number.
Okay, because right now it's at 3.994. What do I need? Which way do I
I went.
go for a
I
longer
went.
tunnel drive?
See, I thought it would. You want to make the number taller to make it like a 4 something.
Okay, that's
But
what I would have
but
imagined.
apparently I did that, and I started redlining like 3/4 of the way down the backstretch. So I went the other way.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm running like the 3.97.
Okay, what about
I
you,
was
Dom?
gonna go
I'm pulling
one
over right
more
now. See what I did.
notch.
Yeah, let me see here what I did to it.
It's not like it needs to be super long, or but way longer than what it is. It just needs to be a touch longer. I mean, maybe it does need to be a lot longer because even running solo, like I said, I was redlining going into 3.
Let me.
I'm gonna take it all the way down to a 3.873.
I'm gonna see.
That's
So
it.
And
I have another setup here for Charlotte. I want to see
Okay.
what
I'm
that
gonna
rear end ratio is.
yeah, let me run behind you. Oh, that's Alex. Never mind.
do the 0.924, and then Kyle, we can link up.
Ooh, try
Yeah.
a. So this other setup that I have is a. Um. Oh, hold on. What's wrong, baby? Buddy, what's wrong? Daddy loves
Get
you.
up to speed. Oh,
3.850. I think that might be where we want to be.
Okay.
I mean, I'm close.
I'm gonna try this 0.92. See how
Well,
that looks.
the other paid setup that I have is the 3850. That might be a lot better.
So right now I'm 8,700 going down the backstretch.
In the draft?
No,
Okay.
but it makes the car super, super tight.
Really?
Yeah, like you're gonna have to let off a bunch.
Are you braking?
Nope, just letting
Okay.
off.
Buddy.
I mean,
Well,
we
going
could
into 3, you definitely want to brake.
not always.
It's a sharper corner than 1 and 2.
A little bit of trail brake, maybe. So I just threw the 850 in it, and I think that's what we're gonna end up running because that's what the other setup has, and I didn't compare the gears.
All right,
just
so I'm gonna run behind Alex and see.
So with the 0.924, I believe, going into 3, just as I'm entering, it starts to get into the red.
Yeah, and just remember, once the sun goes down, it's gonna your RPMs are gonna naturally pick up.
True.
So where I'm at.
So that's why I went to the sorry, where did I go to? 3.850 is what I went to. Because that's what my other setup has.
Okay.
What is your problem, baby?
And then do we want to try some things to free it up a little bit?
Here, let's just do this.
I mean, it seems like it's.
Let me just
running
do this.
pretty decent.
My setups. No. Let's do this. Charlotte. I just shared another setup. If you guys want to try that one.
So I've got a few, I mean, they were free setups, but I got a couple that I could share as well.
Yeah, I got some through VRS and from somewhere else.
Okay.
So.
The ones that I have, I downloaded for the Coke 600, so they were loose early on.
These were from the Coke 600 weekend.
Okay.
So, buddy, what's wrong? Anthony.
Jeez.
Anthony, it's okay, baby.
So I just ran it with the 387.
Yeah.
The 385 should be fine. When you're running behind someone right now, you're redlining into the corner.
And like which one?
Into 3 in the 387. So the 385 or the 384 should work. So
yeah, that's what I got in it now. Like I said, I just shared the complete other setup. It's the 3850. Buddy.
Okay.
The one I just shared, it's got a 3.576.
Okay, so
yeah.
What did you label it as?
Which
My
one?
fastest lap.
No, the Dominic one, the VRS 23 season 2, or
yeah, the the VRS one is the new one with that. So
with the 385.
Yeah, the number 2 that's up there.
Is
the old setup with the 385 rear end. This one here is a just complete different setup with the 385.
And the ARB arm is actually in a better location too. It's more neutral versus the other one. I think it was in position P5, which would make it sit too stiff. So. Applebee's doing ham and turkey dinners this week.
Whoa.
That's weird.
Buddy.
Does it look good?
Hey, baby.
The ham looked like it was almost like, those Hormel canned hams.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell with commercials because
yeah.
I guess it's one of those things. It's like it could look good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like The Big Mac. Every time I see a Big Mac on the TV, it's like, I want one. And then I remember what it looks like.
Yeah, like in real life.
Or like right now, the McRibs are what's been,
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good, and then
I like totally try the McRib, but I'm just like not that into pork. Like I'm just like if you tell me like eat a whole like just like a piece of pork like this, just not me, you know? Like I don't know why. It's just not into pork.
Well, good thing for you, McRib's not actually pork. It's
what is it?
It's pork product. It's actually dehydrated pig anus, if you believe the meme. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's funny.
My car is so messed up. I'm driving straight, but my steering wheel's upside down.
Oh, cool.
I don't know how bad it looked, but somebody else spun out right behind me because they got distracted at how quickly I lost it off the corner. Might have been Dominic. Technically, I could race it this way. I have full control of the steering wheel.
Pit boxing right here.
Okay. Let's go back and watch that replay. I got through 1 and 2 so good. And then it felt like Texas off the corner. Ooh.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that setup does feel a lot better. Except the exit.
Sorry, I'm back. Which one feels better?
This one. It's just the exit.
The second one that I shared, the ARS one?
Don't take offense to the fact that I jacked up the exit 2 in front of you.
Oh, no, I did too.
Yeah, but mine was a little bit more refined.
Yeah. So, if anyone wants to run out of pack, I'm down so soon to try to get a gauge for...
Yeah, I'll have to change a set before I...
30.877.
Right now I'm testing the one that I shared, and it's tight center off. But it's got plenty of headroom for RPMs. I mean, you don't have to go up into 5th if you don't want to.
Right.
Oh, damn it. We're trying to repair that one. 18 minutes worth of damage.
Go high.
My steering wheel was upside down, for Christ's sake.
30.39.
No, I hit the inside wall so hard there, Dom, that I drove it back to pit road with my steering wheel upside down.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's everyone 2? Or VRS?
The VRS.
VRS. Alright, here we go.
Okay.
30.226. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Alright, the back end's just a little twitchy on this one off of 2.
30.059. That was your fastest lap of the session.
4 seems pretty locked in though.
It's just...
30.026. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Holy Coca-Cola behind me.
30.203.
Probably seen my rearview mirror.
I almost asked for an RC Cola car for this race.
You pressing the brakes right now?
I have the car off.
I'm to the floor and I can't move you.
Seriously?
We got damage on the front end.
Looks like your car is toast.
That's weird.
You'll need to tow back to the pit lane. Press and hold the reset button.
Yeah,
We'll come
we
get
can
you.
do like a mock restart.
I don't know how the car naturally ended up in this position. Okay, I need someone to drive across the backstretch real quick. And just let me know how this naturally ends up in the position it ended up in.
I gotta see this.
Like, I don't understand it.
I'm assuming we'll get Kyle here once we.
Yeah, once I. Like, I'm looking at where where my nose is.
Where the fuck are you? Oh, there you are.
Like, you can literally see my debris field. I hit the inside wall and somehow, with no power, I got to here.
I don't know how you did that.
Like, it just kind of looped back around. All right, let me request a new vehicle.
I guess Dev doesn't want traction for this restart or what?
You guys still on the backstretch?
Huh?
Well, I was gonna go to the pits again. I don't know what we're doing. I'll wait up here in turn 3 and 4 for you.
I'm here. Yeah.
So
inside. Still there? Hold your line. Still there? Hold your line.
Oh, okay.
Stay high.
Practicing for the roval.
This would be like
all clear, all clear.
I feel like
I thought we were gonna go there.
Yeah, I'm like, I think this is the wrong restart box, guys.
Yeah.
You got one inside. All clear, all clear.
I was gonna take the top.
I just didn't want to be at the front.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
Oh yeah, sure. So have me at the front.
Yep.
You got one inside.
Why did it all of a sudden
Stay
want my
high.
force feedback up to 28.3? Did it really want me to have
Stay
to
high.
work out?
I think I looked in the notes, so pace speed is
Still
actually
there.
55.
All
That
clear,
seems
all
awful
clear.
slow here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because it's
got
10
one
miles an
inside.
hour faster than pit road speed.
Stay high. Still there? Hold your line. Still there? Hold your line. Stay high.
So first gear is not the right gear.
No.
Yeah,
Still there? Hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
I was on the inside. I assumed I was the lead car.
14.
Yeah, you were good.
9, 8, 8.
Oh, I was not prepared for that force feedback. Oh. I got it. Oh.
I got it, he says. Oh,
Still
shit.
there. Clear low, clear low.
I had it.
Do we gotta reattempt this?
Inside, clear low, clear low.
Okay,
We
so
got
this
damage
is a
on the
little
front
bit
end.
looser
Looks like your car is
on
toast.
the inside
You
than
need
the
to tow
other
back to
setup.
the pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come get you.
Yeah, that's true. I thought I had it though. It was the
Wait
second I
till I
tapped the
didn't.
brake is whenever it made me. Oh, yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna run every race probably, but I like to run most of them. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. I just the road courses probably not. Do you? Why can't I request a new car?
Are you going to be doing fixed or are you going to be doing opens?
Fixed? Come on, who runs fixed?
Car stop
I
down low.
run fixed, but that's because I don't want to take the time of having to build a setup.
I just get mine off old school. Worked out decent enough for me this year.
Or if you know a guy who subscribes to a setup shop and says, "Hey, can you download the setup and send it to me?"
Yeah,
Well,
but
if
isn't that
that's the
against the
case-
rules?
How are they gonna? So technically, what we're doing here is against the rules.
I mean, true. I don't know. One of my buddies, I think he got sponsored by. I can't remember who he got sponsored by, but it was some setup shop, and we were doing the Coke 600, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think I want to share my setup with you because you're my sponsor now." I was like, "Okay."
Major's Garage, most likely. Those are the ones that are.
No, it was one of them that I've heard of. I haven't heard of that one you just said.
You've never heard of Major? Oh, okay. They were the first.
There's
First
three of us.
place. Yeah, I went ahead. I'm a call tonight almost. I'll sit here for a few minutes. Major's
Where's
Garage is
Palmer?
where.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, the NIS, the first races for NIS will be 200 lappers at Daytona.
Yes, sir. They're a
And
lot of
then, oh, they can be.
Yeah, because the big races they always do 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I wish, being that it's NIS, they'd do every race 100%.
You wouldn't get enough people racing.
Sounds
my
like
God.
a commitment problem.
5 hours. Well, the problem is whenever they run the races, you know,
True.
God, pace speed at 55 seems so
Inside.
fucking slow.
on
Stay high. There's a
On the
car on the
fixed
low
races-
side. Clear low, clear low.
they run them at 4 p.m.
Still
in the
there.
afternoon, middle of the week.
Stay
Yeah.
high.
And they
There's
run
a car on
them.
the low side.
It's just, dude.
high.
Condoleezza Rice looks like she. What? Why is she staring at me so
Still
intently
there.
on the TV?
All clear, all clear.
Like she looked like she was
9.6,
getting ready to
37.
kill somebody. I know that she's a co-owner of the team, but get her off the screen, NBC.
Yeah, it is certainly loose on exit 2 with cold tires.
We're not going to try to qualify up front. We're just going to sit, do what I always do. Let half of the
Got
field
one
wreck
outside.
themselves.
Still
Well,
there.
That's what I need to start doing. I don't.
32,
Last week I knew I needed points, so I was
Stay
just
low,
pushing
there's
it
a
way
car
too
on the high side.
aggressively.
You're
But
clear high, clear high.
now that I'm below the cut, I just need to try to survive races.
I screwed up and I pushed too
Car
early.
down low.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I screwed up and pushed too early. And whenever those guys spun going into one, I was too close to it and I lost it. Causing me to
His
have to-
gearing feels so much better in traffic.
It does.
This feels super tight compared to the other one.
30.236.
What is up with dudes and breaking their necks?
Under my ass.
That's tight in the turn, it's loose off.
Speaking of tire wear, so a fuel run's only 28 laps, right?
30.193.
26 to 28.
Yeah. Only having 6 sets of tires.
It's gonna be more than you're gonna have more than 6.
Okay, it's just okay.
So
I was gonna be
what-
like,
So what I did is when I do
Still
the
there.
tire set math, I run it backwards.
Still
So
there.
I figured roughly the last stage we're gonna go green
Clear high, clear high.
with roughly 95 to go.
30.
So if you run it back, you pit with like if you run 26. Sorry, I did the math earlier.
Car
today.
17. Just hit the pump.
So
29.
for sure you're gonna have to
9.
pit somewhere in stage 1, take a set of tires. you're going to take a set at the end of... Say what? Yeah. So you'll pit in stage 1, take a set then. You'll pit at the end of stage 1, take another set. You'll pit in stage 2, take a set. End of stage 2, take a set, because there are 50 lap stages.
Car 17.
So then call it roughly, so the last stage is 100 laps. But we'll probably go green with 95 to go, roughly. So if you do 26, if you run the tank, 26 laps, it's 96 or 69 to go, pit with 43 to go, then pit with 17 to go. So that's 7 required stops, and then I give 1 extra set after the required. So you'll have 8 sets of tires.
One outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
It's the way it's been all year. It's 1 extra set.
Inside.
Just
Your line. You're all clear.
That means we could.
I feel like we had that.
Give up the time gain. 32.274.
I know you did. I think we totally could have survived that.
Yeah, I just made a pinion and offset change. I want to see how it feels.
Speaking of stages, though, every time we have a stage break, everybody on my team says that the flag's thrown too early. It's supposed to be at the completion of the lap, not the start.
Yeah, it's start. It's the start.
It's supposed to be thrown when the last person getting points crosses the line.
It's usually right. I've been doing it when the 5th place car crosses the line on that lap.
So who's excited for IndyCar coming back to iRacing?
It should have never left. Fucking, I had a feeling that debacle wasn't gonna last.
Well, I mean, it wasn't IndyCar who came up with that, or at least not the current regime.
No.
So the guy who was negotiating the contract with Motorsports Games was from the old regime before Penske Entertainment took over.
Yeah.
And he's the one who basically allowed Motorsport Games to put that caveat in there because he knew he was getting fired as soon as the contract was up.
Right.
And so they snuck it by. That's why no one at Penske had any idea what was going on with it. But
another question. What's the word on the broadcasters? Are we getting who's the new one? Do we have one yet?
We're working that.
I was looking at the cost that some of these guys charge.
Yeah, some of them costs quite a bit. We're trying to find someone that has availability on the day that we run.
Tuesdays, yeah.
That's the toughest part.
I found one. But they were, for their cheapest package, $29 an hour, and they do minimal race commentary.
Yeah, I mean,
you just get a producer for $49.99 an hour. You get 2 broadcasters plus a producer. Yeah. Yeah, like they're we'll see if I can't find them.
Say what? Yeah.
Those were the first ones I looked at.
Oh, that's fun. I think I want to say that happened for me right as the Cooks 100 was starting. Weird.
Oh.
Yeah, when it happened to me, I had that problem for like a week and a half. It was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. Right.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't remember who was telling me. I think it was before I even joined the league, but somebody told me that some of the not the e-NASCAR, but the Coke drivers use no force feedback.
I find that hard to believe.
That's what I thought. Like, I couldn't imagine not having force feedback.
Unless they're using like some old wheels.
How would that be done?
I mean,
in the upper echelon of sim racing, and just using a bygone era wheel.
I mean, there are guys who are still out there using 920s. And 920s were new back in what? 2007?
Yeah, but like
30.4.
I'm assuming they're not the pro drivers.
Okay, so these are the guys. They're called Team Goon Squad. They're $25 an hour if you want a junior producer. They primarily focus on the technical video and audio aspects of the broadcast. They can provide limited commentator services. Then you have senior producer, which is $35 an hour. They're masters of their trade, showcasing your league in the highest quality possible. Also providing top-notch commentary services. Or you can get a junior or senior producer and then add the commentary team for $20 an hour. So you get a lead and color commentator that will interact with the league's drivers, sponsors, and fans. You may also opt to provide your own commentary staff for a broadcast. They also do a $25 per hour tape delay broadcast.
30.2.
So right now, the people that we're in talks with, it might be a tape delay until we can get something permanently figured out.
Who's the people you're talking to?
The real Southern broadcasters, not the fake ones that we've been dealing with. That's a long story that I really don't feel like getting into.
Ultimately, it's fine.
Yeah. So quick, just to give some context. Long story short,
30.2.
the people that we have said or had the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network said they were the sister channel and affiliated with the Southern Broadcasting Racing Network. And when we, when they reached out to us, check our stuff out, they sent us links to all the Racing Network's stuff, not their stuff, and basically played someone else's work off as their own. And come to find out, so the guy that used to work, or that runs the one that we had, used to work with those guys, but then he branched off and just changed one name or one word in the name and started his own deal.
And I'm assuming that's the guy that Tardif knows.
That's the guy that he was talking to when he signed us up with them and everything.
Damn.
So.
And he got fired or something?
Well, we fired them, basically.
Right.
So we're, first things first, we're trying to figure out, because we paid for half the season up front, and I've been holding on to the payment for the other half of the season.
30.104.
Yeah.
So we are trying to figure out how long, what we have to do to get our money back. Because I said, look, we had 5 races so far. We've had one good broadcast. The rest have been one race we didn't. Daytona, the first race.
Was that good?
I mean, the broadcast was. The race sucked.
It was the best broadcast of all of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have called it a good broadcast. It was the best one they've done.
Right. I would say I wouldn't say that it's good, but I would say it was somewhat acceptable.
Sure.
The Texas didn't even have one. They said they were going to do one off a replay. Never did. Pocono, they had all the wrong overlays and stuff. Or the overlays didn't work. Chicago Street Course ended abruptly with no explanation, no warning. No message to us, hey, sorry, stuff happened, you had to end the stream early. And then the final straw was last week when the league sponsor keyed up during the race and noticed that they were using the wrong series logo with the wrong sponsor on it.
Yeah. Right.
Because I send them all the logos every week.
Right.
30.
Today, here's everything for this week. Here's all the race information. And I'm just like, I'm done. I've had enough.
Yeah. And then the transitions were at the wrong time. Like it was a terrible broadcast last week.
I don't get how like there was an accident happening like in front of their face and they like just wouldn't say anything about it. Like, how does that happen?
Well, that and it's tough because they only have one guy. Last year we had 2 guys calling every race. This year, all of a sudden, there's only one person.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wonder when did this
new
branch start? Was it this year or last year?
I mean, we had the same group last year, and they were okay, but they said in the off season, yeah, you know, we've changed some things around to make us better, to give you guys a better broadcast and everything, and it's just
Wow.
So they just straight up lied.
pretty much.
That's unreal.
Let's put it this way. I gave one person the task of finding a broadcaster.
30.543.
Well, can we work with that guy that Joe knows, like the original guy, or like I don't know.
That's who created the new Southern Broadcast Gaming.
Yes. Well, now we're going through who is the real guys. The
Southern Broadcast Racing.
We're doing talks with them now.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, dude, this guy. Okay. Too bad you wouldn't be
30.47.
Yes. I think that's the way it's built. Is once the sun goes down, it's gonna get better.
Well, how long till the sun drops during the race?
Yeah, probably about.
How long? Yeah, we've been in this session 45 minutes. Yeah. So I started this session at the time of the race start. So we're 44 minutes and counting into the session. So 44 minutes into the race is when it'll be like this, roughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half of these places I'm looking at is like, are they even still doing it? Or are these websites just dead websites?
Some of them are dead websites.
Yeah, like I'm like, but that
30.6.
no, yeah. But like I say, that Team Goon Squad,
it's still loose early in the morning. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time with this setup. It's tight on entry, loose on exit.
I wish Podium was
30.64.
Are they not?
I mean, they only do their stuff, but I don't think they do outside series anymore.
Oh, why?
Because they got too big for their britches back in 2020, and so they don't have time to do anything.
Yeah, one outside. Yeah. All clear, all clear.
Yeah. Like they got huge real quick because of who they had on their broadcast.
31.049.
Well, plus Podium was doing the stuff on iRacing's channel.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. Maybe we just have to start our own.
Right?
Honestly, this is what I would do. I think if it were me, find guys who don't really want to race necessarily. Broadcasters going, start up a podcast. You know, have a weekly podcast with highlights from the race.
Right.
You know, have or not even on podcast, YouTube, a live YouTube feed, and then report on something. Who's ever part of that crew also have race control with it,
Right.
30.683.
Yeah, I think there's a few things that would definitely make this a little better. I think having an active race control, obviously you do your best.
Yeah.
So that's another thing we've talked about is do we bite the bullet and just focus on our broadcaster for next season and see if we can get a race control for the rest of the season? Because a race control can run you anywhere from 15 to $30 a race just for a race control.
Well, I mean, do we need to pay one if somebody in the league wants to take the role?
Yeah, but they'd have to stop racing. That's
Yeah,
the
but
whole
that's
thing.
what
true,
stop racing.
true.
That's why we
For
have,
sure.
you know, if one of us admins wrecks out, you know, we then become the race control for the rest of the night.
Right.
For me, the way that I have a friend who would do it, but the problem is, I'd have to get him a computer.
Get to what?
Because I'd have to.
30.853.
Well, it's not get him one. I'd have to finish building my second PC. And because
I mean, I might have somebody who might be interested. Not 100% sure though. He left my Discord. So
if I could get, if I could get him on iRacing on a tablet or his phone, but he would need all the other stuff.
Right. The guy I'm talking about, he races and shit. I don't know if he wants to be in the league or not. That's why I think he might be decent for the
30.743.
Yeah, it's just, I know like some people that I've reached out to, you know, it's X amount of dollars per event. Plus, if I don't have that track that you're coming up to that week, you have to pay for the track that week.
Right.
I've got an old crotchety old man who used to be a fuel guy back in the Bush North series.
I made a change. It feels. I made a change and it feels much better. I think. Short run.
You have about 5 laps left on
Hating in series and such. He lives over across, but I might give him a call see. Because he won't race on iRacing, but he's a NASCAR Heat guy.
Oh boy.
I know, but he'd be a good race control.
Sure.
I haven't touched my Xbox in almost 2 full years.
I haven't touched my Xbox since 2016.
I'm touching mine now,
31.1.
and it feels so right. Don't let them talk shit about you. I'm actually I'm buying a PS5, but I'm buying it with the new hardware update. So it's going to be $100.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's going to be $100 cheaper than the original. Oh no, they completely revamped the inside. So the heating and stuff, yeah, they've completely changed up the inside.
Speaking of selling stuff, is Ian done or what?
I haven't talked to Ian.
That would be unfortunate.
What happened?
He posted earlier that he's selling his rig.
Oh. Hey, what happened to the 11-11 guys the other day at New Hampshire? Like, two of them just up and quit simultaneously. I felt like.
Colin wrecked out, and I don't know if he had used his fast repair yet, but he just quit. And I can't remember who else quit around the same time. Ian.
Yeah, because I remember it happened right in front of me, and they both just pulled off to the inside wall and just quit.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was an accident or what.
Good Lord, this thing is loose on a fuel run.
Well, I know that the first lap, or this technically the second lap wreck, whoever was in the skull car.
13, I believe.
Yeah, the 13. He did not have a fun start to the race.
No.
Was loose all over the place. Guys were running over him. And we went down into one. And all I know is that I tried to go low. And he started to go around. I'm not sure if someone got him, but I ended up hitting the grass, that little berm. And it corrected me back into the track. I think I hit one person, not too much damage. but we still got guys ARCA braking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who it was. It was a bright, had yellow and pink on it, I think. But just ripped my front bumper off after I got through there with no damage.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with all that.
That's the third race in a row where or not in a row, but third race where I've had to use a quick repair because we got guys who don't pay attention to the call outs.
Yep.
Don't pay attention to the smoke. Like,
yeah, tell me about it.
I think that's what triggered me having to use my fast repair is I got cleaned out avoiding a wreck.
Yeah, like, and that was on lap 2.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then I go 2 laps down because somebody else who was in the wreck who wasn't moving didn't call out for an EOL. And so then I get a black flag on the restart. It's like,
would you get a passing under yellow?
Yeah.
If you get a passing under yellow one because you come down to pit and someone doesn't ask for an EOL, just let me know. That's something I'll clear. I just need to know about it.
Well, my issue is that I don't know if he just didn't pay attention where it said pass me back because he was running, but he just never came. Wow, that is body control, Dobbs. Dude has a 300-pound man on his back, taking all of his momentum out of bounds. Dude stops on a dime and just boop. Touchdown to Hawkinson as 3 dudes are running at him from the other side. That is body control. 6 for 7, 40 yards and a touchdown.
And I don't know what I'm going to do if this is the set we try to use. I'm just drifting every turn.
I'm trying a couple things with the old one and just changing the gearing around.
I think to literally just change the gearing to whatever gearing this has.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing.
And then we have to we have to free it up a little bit. That should be as simple as changing the spring height.
So like last week I got like a black flag for starting the start of the race, and it was weird as fuck because I didn't get to the line before the leader. I was like the outside post leader. So like that just threw me off. So like that's kind of what happened there. But like I don't even know I got black flag. Like I didn't fucking jump shit.
Well, like I know on that first restart, 3 or 4 of us, we went through. We all had to do a pass through, or not pass through, a stop and go. But mine was like stop for 21 seconds or stop in your box, and then it went from 21 seconds to 42 seconds, which ended up causing me to go 3 laps down, or 2 laps down, I should say. And I got lucky. I played pit strategy right. There was a wreck on a restart, got me 1 back, and then I was able to get the lucky dog just to get back on the lead lap and then get caught up in a wreck of my own making because I should have just let the guy go. But...
You know what, this set might actually be fine. I was overdriving, I think. Now that I've backed up, but I'm starting to put down a little faster laps. Right, I mean, I am
just pushing the air all over your car.
I'm excited for that oval update they're pushing out soon.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get it before the new season. 11. No, 10.
30.157.
Yeah, we're on week 10. We'll probably push it out with the next.
It'll come out. It'll come out in a couple weeks at the season update.
Yeah.
Because that's when they add all the new tracks and new cars that they scan. I think it's when we get the SRX cars too, if I'm not mistaken.
And they're also scanning the new V8 supercars, so we should be getting new ones of those here sometime.
Don't touch me!
30.208.
Because those old V8 supercars scare the crap out of me. Like, the horsepower to whatever.
Who was the 43 car?
Josh Cole.
Driving like a dickhead out here.
What?
Driving like a dickhead out here.
Why?
On fresh tires. I'm on the old tires trying to survive, and he just bunted me in the middle of 3 and 4. And then in 1 and 2, and then I went high in 3 and 4, and he rolled along my door when I was all the way up by the wall.
Oh. Hey,
that's your boy. That's your boy, you know. Sorry.
That is my boy.
That shit's practice. I need some slack. He's probably not even on the same setup I am, so he has no idea.
Say what? I just, at that point, I'm like, I'm gonna hit. Yeah. The way I caught you, though, was really weird. I gotta see this. So you came up. Oh yeah, I caught you right in the corner. It pushed in my nose for sure. Wait a second, time out. Did I not even?
Dude, I had a guy in the race I was doing.
Oh damn!
The iRacing Super Speedway. His bumper was so soft; it was amazing. I never felt his bumps at all.
Oh yeah. So I never technically hit you. I was through you. I net coded through your bumper.
Always fun to wake up with another guy in you.
Whoa.
Pause.
Because I'm watching the replay like, ever so slightly. My bumper dents before I even get to you.
They didn't put fuel in this? Why?
And he loses for every
Jesus Christ.
He loses 1 brain cell.
Say what?
Usually takes about 100. So he loses 100 brain cells.
No, I did a full fuel run, came down for tire and fuel, and it didn't put fuel in my car.
I do not care.
Oh, I ain't even gonna make it to a pit box.
What a retard, Mason.
Trying to see how.
Forget the spiders.
So on a full fuel run, my right front was at 83. Pretty even tire wear. I just struggling.
Oh, poor Sergio.
You haven't done that yet?
Dude, he put off the freaking Chicago race at the last second too, and then did a 3-minute edit.
I heard that was a shit show.
It was.
Okay. All right, I've got to send this. I'm going to share this tweet with the Discord because this is great. This is my people at their best.
Okay, you definitely got to like take the first couple laps
31.297.
very gingerly so you get some heat in the tires before you can really drive it all out.
With this set, I think you can probably go 2 fuel runs before you need tires.
I'll put it in the barbershop. If you guys are interested, that is some cool shit right there.
You go 25 laps, so you're going to want a set of tires.
I don't know. I just did a full fuel run this set, and I was at 80s all the way around. Mid 80s.
Still there? Hold your line. All clear, all clear.
Yeah, how funny would it be if you shot? Oh, I just think it's so fun. It just doesn't start. It's so funny. It's so funny.
30.201.
I still can't believe the Browns beat Pittsburgh today.
That game was fucking awful.
I'm looking at a Kenny Pickett throw. There wasn't a goddamn player within 40 yards of it. I mean, the Browns safety was the closest. And he was nowhere near it. Like,
30.017.
Was he getting sacked?
no, there wasn't. Like, he had one of the cleanest pockets I've ever seen.
Jeez.
Like, it's as this guy put it, it really was an absolute dime. That is the best throw I think I've ever seen for intentional grounding ever, because they had to call intentional grounding on it. They had to have.
29.994.
Fire Matt Canada.
I think it's fire both, because this right here clearly shows that the kid can't see what's going on the field. Bro, I'm watching this replay, and then I just watched Josh Dobbs, while being harassed, just drop a dime while he's falling onto his back into Hawkinson's hands. One went to Pitt, one went to Tennessee. Like, right now, Josh Dobbs should be the starting quarterback for Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh should be dominating the AFC North. But because Roethlisberger refused to retire, he played for an extra 3 years. Dobbs has ended up being a journeyman. Well, here's the thing. If I'm Minnesota right now, I'm going to Kirk, and I'm like, hey, we appreciate you, everything you did for this franchise, but
listen, we can't base a few games off of how his career is going to go.
Correct. Or Brock Osweiler. Oh, let's see. They're 6-4 now, but he's got 3 wins in the 3 games he's played.
And that's great.
Well, here's the thing. Well, how about how Brock Purdy played out? Don't forget, Brock Purdy came in. Okay, I'm saying right now they're 6-4, so they still, this game plus 6 more. They go to the playoffs and they win a playoff game. I'm paying Josh Dobbs, and that's what I'm doing. Because technically, what do you mean? I don't know, man. You're telling me. Yeah, but this isn't a Case Keenum situation. This is a. To me, I look at it, he has the resume. He's just always been, behind a quote-unquote generational quarterback. Maybe not generational, but always behind a quarterback who's not going to lose their job. Yeah. He's never had the situation that he has now. Like, imagine. Yeah, but here's the thing. Who says Kurt even comes back? Because Kurt focuses on the ball to him. End of the day, he's his favorite.
Who's to say that Josh wouldn't do the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Costs so much money.
30.47.
Why did they decide to pick today to roast her? I will say that Kirk Cousins was one of the. I would put him down as one of the best quarterbacks to ever win a Super Bowl.
30.47.
Because he won't. That's just my opinion. He's good enough to get you to the vicinity, but I don't think he's good enough to get you over
inside.
Keep it out of that wall there, Dev.
Clear low, clear low.
No, that makes 100% sense. I got you there. It's like he's like a Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, when he's on, top 5 quarterback all day. We saw that in the first couple of games this year. But when he's off, he looks like he should be a backup somewhere. Back to back, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
30.478.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if I would put him top 5. Definitely top 7. Yeah, but he also got to play the Bears twice a year and Detroit twice a year. Like you get to play the Bears twice a year. You better have at least 2 elevated stat days.
30.559.
Oh damn. Well, see, I say that, and yet we're the Bucks, and we get to play the Panthers, the Falcons every year. Huh. Jacksonville. Well, I don't know. Jacksonville and Houston are pretty stout this year.
30.941.
Well, Jacksonville's good. Jacksonville. They're 7-3. I don't know if I would go that low. Bro.
I'm trying a couple different things to try to see if this can make it a little bit better here.
Was there anyone in that cage?
I'm trying to combine stuff from both of them, to be honest.
I hope there's no one in that cage, because that great white shark just ate him if there was.
Nope.
Ball's on 17 left.
Yeah, I was saying not new. Oh, Dev. Oh, there he goes. Oh, man. Yeah, I closed race labs earlier when I was doing adjustments with the setup, so I couldn't tell you what I was running.
No way.
I just piss him off. Oh my god, this
God, Zach Wilson is so terrible. Dude can't even run backwards without tripping over his own feet.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's a tough task, man.
Like, come on, man. How is he an NFL quarterback?
Now, is he running straight back or kind of a side shuffle situation?
No, he was running backwards coming off the sideline at the end of the quarter. And he was just running backwards looking at the coach on the sideline and tripped over his own feet.
Okay.
He got destroyed by the coach.
Oh my god.
Like I don't understand how he's like, I get it, because also another quarterback for the Jets one time ran into his center's ass, fumbled the football on Thanksgiving night on national television. I get that. Like, being a quarterback in New York, I mean, even the field, he tried to warn Aaron Rodgers, you don't want to play for this team. And then the field took it into his own hands to make sure Aaron Rodgers never actually played quarterback for that team. You know? Because I don't think Aaron Rodgers comes back and risk anything this year if they have no chance. And they're 2 games away from having no chance.
Copy that, Chad. Going like hell for 5 laps.
Did you get any of you guys watch the F1 race last night?
I did. It's the first one I ever watched.
And by the way, the FIA stewards definitely were homers last night.
Were homers?
Yeah. So the Formula One needed Verstappen to win that race last night.
Why?
Because Verstappen's their best driver, and if he didn't win, all these people who were are naysayers of the whole thing. And, oh, Verstappen didn't win. Ha ha ha. How can he be that great? Well, a 5-second penalty, that the move he made should have been, a 10-second penalty on pit road, and they should have enforced it. That's the problem with their time penalties. So a lot of times it's just easier for, especially the leader. Okay, well, you have a 5-second penalty, just win by 5 seconds. They don't enforce the penalty on the pit stop. So you can either take the 5 seconds during a pit sequence, or they just add it to your time. But he should have been forced to give that position back, not been given a 5-second time penalty. I don't care if he had a 10-second lead, because he never tried to make the corner. He drove straight. And poor Lando.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what happened to his car for that.
Coming back on track, guys. Watch out.
That was wild. Oh.
Oh, no.
No.
Come on. How am I going to survive a flipping trip to the infield for that?
That almost worked.
598.
Dang.
That was fun though. Yeah, that was fun.
You see how that was for you guys.
What would you guys do if they brought back the wing COT car for like 1 month in iRacing?
They did. It doesn't have the wing though.
No, it has the spoiler. I want the wing one.
For what?
Yeah.
30.231.
It's because of the draft package, and it's just because of the handling package itself. Oh, those things are handled so much better than with the spoiler. Also, the reason why cars went flying for so many years was because that thing worked as a As a wing. As a liftoff device, yeah.
Yeah.
So
30.076.
something about watching a. I'm gonna say this. I will say this about the whole situation. The 09 and 99 situation, complete accident, once in a lifetime thing, right?
What happened in 09?
Okay, so at Talladega in 09, Brad Keselowski was driving for James Finch Racing, last lap during tandem time. He goes high to pass Carl Edwards. Edwards blocks high. The 09 has momentum, dives down below him. Edwards continues to try to block even though he's there. He gets turned around in the tri-oval. Liftoff happens. Newman and Jr. are coming back. Newman hits him off the top of his hood and windshield, lifting the car further up. Yeah, that was the first big one since Jeff Bowe died where a car had gotten into the catch fence.
That's like a
shit. That happens so many times at Daytona.
Not
yeah,
since,
like
not since Jeff. Well, all of them always hurt. People got trapped, but that was the first one since Jeff Bodine's truck race in '98. Yeah, I think that was it. It was either '96 or. It was the first year the trucks went to Daytona. That's all I can remember. But Jeff Bodine had probably I would have called it the worst wreck, because all that was left over when the wreck was over was his roll cage, which had taken 2 direct impacts from speeding trucks.
Jesus.
Yeah. Some bit survived it. He was racing the next week.
Oh, yeah.
But then the next year, Carl Edwards decided to retaliate on Brad Keselowski at Atlanta. And he turned. He was like 25 laps down with 5 to go. Keselowski's going to get his first top 5, not at a super speedway for Penske. And Edwards just turns straight right into his left rear corner panel. Car picks up, lands driver's side A post on top of the wall. If it wasn't for if that post had failed, Keselowski his head would have been crushed on the wall.
That was such a cheap shot. Like, that was so fucking stupid. Because Keselowski did what he did because of the stupid yellow line rule. It wasn't like...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the rule package. Well, then later that year, too, Edwards tried to murder Keselowski one more time at Gateway.
Yeah,
on the final
that was
lap,
fucking
just
stupid.
spun him out in front of the field, spun him like a top, and he got hit by 5 other cars going full speed.
He ain't gonna kill my boy. I don't know if you remember that quote.
Yeah.
That was a funny ass quote.
Yeah.
That was a good ass quote.
But yeah. I was an Edwards fan before all that started. And he showed his ass.
Yeah.
All right, man. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah.